Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Beefo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim-flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. It's Thursday already, and we're just 1 week away, T-minus 7 days and counting from Thanksgiving. And one of the many things I'm thankful for in my life is my longtime friendship association with this man right here, Pat.
How much do I owe you for that?
The invoice is in the mail.
I'm in a feisty mood this morning.
I'm good. I like feisty.
I'm ready.
Pat Utter. We're at Shenanigans Sports Pub.
Yeah.
It is now at 1300 South Federal Highway.
Yes.
They are going to be open for Thanksgiving. I walked in and I see the nice flyers.
Yep.
And you talk about great value. You really are a man of the people. You treat your people well. Your staff gets a little bit earlier part of the day to spend with family, and then you open up at 4:30. Football, and turkey dinner, $17.99. I defy anybody to find a better value with better food anywhere in town. And
it's our way of giving back.
Yeah,
it's a way of giving back, and it's going to be no hormones, no steroids, real natural turkey and au jus with fresh mashed potatoes, and we're throwing in a piece of pumpkin pie with your gravy, your stuffing, and your cranberry sauce. So if you're one of those people like that just don't feel like cooking at home, or you just want to have a relaxed atmosphere, but let's clarify something.
Yes,
it's going to be a little bit raucous. It's going to be a little fun. We are called Shenanigans Sports Pub.
Right.
So this is the type of place that you come in and you've got the games on full volume and you're laughing and you're joking and you got out of grandma's house or whoever house you were in. Or
you had to be quiet and respectful.
You could cut loose.
For everybody that has to have a divorce, that has to have dinner with their ex and her new husband or boyfriend, they come here afterwards, okay?
And it's a good place to unwind. And then again, but for people who don't even have a place to go, this is the kind of spot that I recommend, because you will find a family type atmosphere. You could be on the bar side, the old kind of sports bar side, or you could go into the family room on the other side where the barbecue is located. Multifaceted. You could even sit outside and smoke yourself a nice cigarette. Or it has all different vibes here. Pat, you're in a feisty mood.
Yes.
I don't know. We don't want to talk about sports anymore.
No, I do want to talk about sports.
Okay.
I want to talk about sports, but it starts with the Panthers and ends with the Panthers.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I got to tell you, though, because I was reading about the injury report, the way I am a basketball fan, playing a little basketball, and always admired the athleticism and the skill set of basketball players. And now the Miami Heat and these teams have picked up the volume and picked up the pace, and they're doing some incredible stuff right now with basketball. And I don't know how long they're going to sustain the schedule like this, all those games. But it's pretty fun to watch, seeing this fast break and all this way it's going.
Now, I've never been a big fan of regular season anything where the winter sports is too long these seasons. But when you get a team that's playing well and it's enjoyable to watch, why not? I'm actually going to go to a Panthers game over the winter break when my daughter is back in town, and Val's daughter is going to be in town. We're going to go, the four of us, to a nice family. You
can mention it. You're not coming here. I don't care. You can
that's
go throw
not
it right out.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I've got many stops to go.
It's Friendsgiving.
It's Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
But again, it's going to be.
I want to throw in something about the
it.
menu, if
you
don't mind.
No, go for it.
I happen to come from a background where my mom, who's still alive, 96, is probably the most incredible.
Wow, that's amazing.
I got my love for food from her. I got my love for drinking from my Irish father. But we do a man of God. We do. Everybody says to me, "What are you doing?" I just put some white meat turkey on a plate with some little simple gravy, and I do like it a little accompaniment of some nice stuffing with it. But I eat man of God, and my man of God here, I can't plug it enough because Chef Jose makes it with my mom's recipe, homemade.
That's great.
Oh,
Everything's
wow.
got-
So
right
wait,
from
was your
I never
mom?
knew. We
Your
never
mom
had
was
it. Your mom's
Italian.
Italian?
My mom is Italian.
Okay.
Anna Maria
Italian.
So the
Chicoria.
dad
Anna
was
Maria
the
Chicoria.
Irishman. So
Yeah, Dad.
Okay.
that's
Donald
where you got
McKee.
the eating
Yeah.
and the drinking.
Yeah, he left my baby stroller in front of a bus stop, and my mom came and picked me up, and that's the last size. That's the Irish way.
okay.
You know how that goes.
But
Yeah.
So raised by your
that's
mom.
great because I was talking yesterday on the show at Daniel's about because Tom Angelo,
Tommy,
his
I love
daughter-
Tommy.
Tom
yeah.
Angelo and his daughter Cassidy, they're
Right.
Italian, and they also used to have a little
Lasagna.
lasagna
Oh,
with
yeah.
the turkey dinner, and I think that's a
mine's
great
Manigat.
tradition.
Lasagna's on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And even though I do the 7 fish because I have kids
Mm.
and the children all come and they don't all want stone crabs and shrimp and lobster, and I'm like, that's more for me.
Well, that's
fine.
fine, yeah, because
Exactly, thank God.
Baklava.
lasagna is what's known as a low-cost item
Yeah,
compared
yeah.
to the feast of
Very
the seven
filling.
fishes.
But
Low
this
cost, very
manigot is no meat in it.
Oh,
and
really?
it's
Just
a
cheesy?
Cheese, just cheese.
Interesting.
So
Just-
it's a good side because you got a
Yeah.
cheesy pasta
Yes.
along with your turkey.
right.
And again, a lot of people do potatoes.
Mhm.
My ex-wife does potatoes au gratin.
Right.
Val does some mashed potatoes and classic stuff. So
Let's only talk about Val. Let's not
Okay.
talk about this. You can't even mention.
You're right.
No,
You see, you're already. See,
I'm
He
not-
I got-
doesn't, he's not a veteran.
not-
He's
no,
not a
no,
veteran.
no,
No. He gets himself in trouble a lot.
Yeah.
You would be impressed by some of the things I tell
The
him.
eyes
that
narrow.
I just shake
Val's
his head.
eyes narrow. He
Like,
can't
there
understand
was something
why
with my family,
she's
like
upset.
a week or so ago, and I was like, "Yeah, I have to send my wife," and he's like, "Yeah, but what if she's wrong?" I'm like, "Okay." he's like, "Well, that's why you're still married." I'm like, "Exactly."
Yeah.
he's learned the
I-
game
I
well.
will
Mayo has
share.
not tried to.
Me, I'm a bad gambler. So
I got him.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
funny.
him.
So,
didn't I
yeah.
came right firing for the kidneys.
oh no, it's all good.
So
Actually,
we feel
I'm
like talking about the state of. First off, I consider it probably one of the nicest compliments in the world. Like you, opposed to bringing up your ex-wife, bringing up my ex location
Yeah.
establishment.
All right, so this is what I was
So,
going to
yeah, that's
mention.
where we're
All
going, right?
We're,
All right.
yesterday on the Let's Eat South Florida group, which I
Gotcha.
know is one of your favorites. It's
I
now
love
at
them.
222.2 thousand. So
Wow.
So
crazy.
2 is your lucky number for today. Play
Okay.
that in the lottery or at the track. I do have a couple of tips later in the day if you're
Nice.
interested
I'm
from
going the other way.
inside
Okay.
sources. Yes, never a bad strategy. But yesterday on the group, somebody brought up. So whatever happened with Shenanigans?
So this was just
the original,
randomly, though.
It
Just
was
some really
random.
hearkening to
I was
a
gonna-
day gone by.
Not knowing our relationship.
I was gonna send it to Pat yesterday, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait till the show and after the show because I don't know. I know that all I did was I chimed in by saying Shenanigans is still going strong because it's now you have this location which you opened up a while back. While
18
the other
years.
one,
18 years.
18 years.
They always say the new place, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's not
most
so
guys'
new.
career in the restaurant business is 18 years.
Yeah.
So I had 30 years in the other location, and,
Right.
and it's a real testament to time, but it's a bygone era that I got to explain. First off, when I went in there in 1992, it was right after Hurricane Andrew, and the economy started turning up because every tradesman in the area ended at proximity to Miami could do a lot of work came about, so a lot of my tradesmen started working, and back then it was a whole different neighborhood, Emerald Hills.
Mhm.
Emerald Hills was this is 33 years, so prestigious neighborhood, local people, Hollywood Hills. So what happened was in 93, I opened in 92, they came out with an award, Channel 4, the last episode of Cheers. They were looking for the most Cheers-like location in South Florida. Anybody who remembers Sam Malone?
100%. Yeah.
Seeing I was 36 years old, opposed to how old
No,
I am now, 33. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So all that. So it was a group of people went out and they saw the interaction. They saw the paneled walls, the pictures, the pool tables. World-class watering hole, but more importantly,
and you use the word watering hole. It was a
Watering
place
hole.
where everybody would gather
Right.
late at night.
everybody knew your
Cops
name. Yeah,
and
yeah.
hospital workers
Yeah.
because the
Are
the
you kidding?
hospital was right around the corner.
They did that front page article on me when I was doing my swan song 3 years ago this month. And the thing I named in there, you would never know. Joe DiMaggio was in there. Don Chula was in there. Sports Heroes, Chucky, all the Marlins. It was the place
It
because
was a great hangout. It was right across from TY Park.
there was no Oakwood. There was no Hard Rock. There was no
Dania Point wasn't there.
Dania Point wasn't there.
Yep.
So it was, unilaterally
Oh, wow.
viewed as probably the top watering hole in South Florida.
And it was a place where everybody knew your name and your drink order and your food order.
Oh,
I
like
mean,
that.
like that's
More importantly,
yeah.
my background since '76, when I graduated from culinary school, was in the restaurant in the kitchen. Spent 17 years, so I was 36 years old when I got there, and I incorporated having fresh fish, dolphin franchise, prime rib seasoned. I had worked. My last job was at Martha's on the Intercoastal, a dining room manager, and the maitre d, and
Yeah,
the
you
beverage
pride
manager.
Yeah,
yourself
so
on
higher level
quality.
food
So,
in a
you
casual atmosphere.
I exactly. I use an 80-20.
Oh, yeah, your
black
burgers are
Angus
ridiculous.
beef. I use. I no steroids. I use the best chicken wings, jumbos. Anyway, to make a long story short, here I was next to Blockbuster Video.
Yeah, remember those?
Yeah, remember Blockbuster?
I used to
Video?
love Blockbuster.
Yeah,
It used to be a thing going to Blockbuster.
People would.
I
come
remember
in,
some of those other video stores
Right.
too. The ones with
Yeah,
the beaded curtains.
Yeah,
Why
guys
do
like
they all have those
guys like
beads?
me had sunglasses, and it wasn't because
Exactly.
of glaucoma.
You understand?
It wasn't. They had trench coats on.
It was that, so
People ask me, why do you wear those sunglasses? Like,
to
I
cover who you
glaucoma.
are.
No, it's not getting glaucoma. No, sensitivity to light is
Yeah, yeah,
horrible
yeah,
when you
yeah,
have
yeah.
this disease.
100%.
So anyway, so this is the story. So I wanted to tell you by attrition for the first off, ultimate compliment to whoever was inquiring about me 3 years later. I have to tell you, I love that.
Let me just put.
Oh, go ahead.
I sent you the post.
Okay.
But it was a man named Adam on Let's Eat saying, I really, really missed the shenanigans that was on Park and Sheridan, the one in Hollywood across from TY Park. And it got a lot of comments and nice views. And I chimed in right off the bat saying Shenanigans Sports Pub is still alive and
Here.
kicking right here in Dania Beach at 1300 South
Similar
Federal
but different, they
with the
said.
same great with the same great wings, burgers, and
Yeah.
ownership.
Yeah, yeah.
I said we'll be doing a lunchbox here today. I
Yeah.
said the original across, and here I just got factual. I didn't do any
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
editorializing. I was
Yeah.
like, the original across from TY Park remains empty nearly 3 years after the landlord declined to reach a new lease agreement. I worded it that way because you were more than willing to come to another.
I got
extend the
plenty
lease.
left in my tank. I went
Right.
down fishing this year down to Madeira, Fuchal, and the captain was 87 years old.
Oh yeah, no, you got
and,
plenty. in
and,
the
and,
tank.
and he said to me, he goes, "You remind me of me. You're 70. Yeah. And you still go at it? Yeah."
And my
He goes, "What are we going to do? I don't want to sit home.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to go to
What's the
Aventura Mall.
alternative?
but my point was that you were more than willing and
You want to go to
Cape-
Sawgrass today, honey? No, I got to work."
you
Exactly,
were willing
exactly.
to extend and do another lease
Oh,
at
yeah.
reasonable, you were even willing to go up in rent. But there was certain other things.
Let's be fair to the landlord, okay? It's his place.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just like anything else.
This is why you
So-
own the dirt.
Right,
here.
right.
Yep.
And here's the journey, and I'll run through it real quick for the listeners who
All
are
right,
there.
before we do
Go
that, I just want to
Take a
give one comment,
Oh, go ahead.
which is going to warm your heart.
Oh, nice.
Well, not maybe warm your heart, but again, it enrages me. But
Yeah.
Holly said, "Wow, I didn't realize that space is still empty. What a waste! I
Yep.
have so many memories at that location."
Yep.
So take it away, Pat.
So we're gonna tell the difference between a capitalist society, and then we're gonna tell where we're at right now. Okay. So in '92, not only did I move in there, but I purchased a modest home in a nice East Side neighborhood for $180,000. Okay.
Those were
So
the days.
it's a beautiful home. It's built in '66. It's got good bones, and I'm in a nice neighborhood. Okay?
I was built in '60s.
So exactly. So
There you
I rented that space from formerly known as Toby's Place, a guy named Toby Lyons, kind of a legendary guy I knew who ran City Limits and various clubs.
City
around there.
Limits. Oh, God.
Yeah, he was a big hitter. He had no time to attend to it. So, and make a long story short, the rent was $2,400 a month. Okay, so back then,
Which is probably high then.
well drinks were $1. Everything I was living in
oh,
180,000.
my God,
You know,
$1.
draft beers were $1.
Oh,
You know,
Jesus.
everything was different. Okay,
Moon pies were a nickel.
I mean, the 90s is I guess it's far now, but it doesn't feel like it to
No,
a lot of us.
it's.
Yeah,
I remember
that's
it. I
crazy, the
moved here
price
in '89,
difference
and I
in
remember
the
going
early
in there at the
yeah.
beginning.
So 33 years ago, I went in,
yeah.
and I stayed there for 3 5-year negotiations, which is 15 years.
Yeah.
So in '07, you know what was going on here. There was an
Yeah, it's a
explosion
crack.
in real
Yeah.
estate.
Yeah, yeah.
The landlord was kind enough to tell me he was not going to renew me then.
Oh wow.
So I purchased this old Pizza Hut property,
okay.
Charlie's Barbecue, in a depressed neighborhood,
Nice.
as an extension of an exit strategy of leaving.
That's
So
right.
you know what happened in 08? Everything crashed.
Yeah.
So
He's
he
like,
came
oh,
back,
And then
well,
he's begging you to stay, right?
so he came back and gave me another 15. Hence, I have 30 years experience.
okay.
The gentleman who owns it owns 3 million square feet. You can look
Jesus.
him up. It'll say Firm Realty. It'll say Big Fish, Little Pond. He is 12th largest city in state of Florida. but
Really?
he's the number one
Jesus.
land owner. So
Really?
yes.
Oh,
So
God.
he deemed, when we were there, I hired Andy Kegnan at
Yeah.
Transworld.
Yeah, we love Andy.
I hired him to see if we could negotiate and stay there. Make a long story short, I was paying $20,000 a month there.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
so I went up 10 times.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 times with
In
the
30 years,
water,
that's
with
not-
the cam, and then they were proposing a trash compactor. I would be 24,000. Guess what? It didn't. That nice little watering hole didn't justify this. So it was the same owner since 1992 I was with,
Right.
Mm.
and I went up 10 times. But guess what? A beer here now,
Everybody
you
has
can
a
get
limit.
a draft beer $4.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's
I have
funny.
a $4 draft right
It's
now.
funny.
When
I
you
have a
own the dirt,
$9.99 lunch.
you
Yeah.
could have
Okay.
$17
It's gone up.
Thanksgiving dinners. You try
Yeah.
going to the McDonald's next door, get a Big Mac meal.
No, it's 12. It's $12.
$13.
Yeah. No, it is.
So what? My people here don't have huge 401ks. I could take that back. I do have good customers that come from all different areas that are wealthy,
walks of life, yeah.
all walks of life. But for the most part, what we're seeing now is the 401ks, the capitalism, the way it is now. Also, what we're seeing, and let's pay attention to it if you want. I graduated in '76 from culinary. There was a lineup of people wanting to hire chefs or people that had my training to go in and basically take over the entrada, the mom and pop motels on the beach.
Yeah.
They would give you a restaurant license, a liquor license, and you had to provide as a service to the customers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which I did. I took over a place. I made a nice living there, and I cooked, and we did burgers on the thing. Anyway, no rent. Now where are we? You see all these buildings around here?
Yeah, they
Okay.
charge them.
They're empty.
No, that's a problem.
All the
That's a problem.
retail spaces are empty. They want to give you a triple net lease.
Mhm.
They want you to sign
Explain
a
what that is.
Yeah, what is
Okay,
that?
so
Sorry,
a
what does that
triple
mean?
net lease is essentially an open end. It's like you want to sign a contract to buy a house, and it says pending roofing and pending electric
yeah.
and pending those inspections. So you sign a lease, okay, and it's $30 a square foot. Okay, I can afford that.
Yeah.
It's 4,000 square feet. It's 12,000.
Yeah.
But then it's plus. You have a thing called a CAM, Common Area Maintenance. That is your landlord's driving around in a Bentley convertible, and he's going to health insurance. He's paying all his expenses through there,
Through
and
the
you
CAM?
get charged to all the
It
tenants
gets
on there.
the common area, like
Yeah,
in the
his
condos.
vehicle,
Yeah.
common area maintenance is sprinkler breaks, fix it. Everything you're paying
Landscaping,
for landscaping,
insurance is included in that?
everything. His family's
the
insurance,
sanitation, geez.
everything's included. All right, so
Oh
that's
my
common
goodness,
area
the burger
maintenance.
here is so
Then
good.
it gets better. You have to sign a personal guarantee, which means that you know for the next 15 years for sure that this location, you're going to stay in it. The only thing not taken away from you could be your home, because you got a homestead in Florida won't let you, due to a bankruptcy, you can keep your house that you're
No,
living
they
in.
put all these encumbrances where, and didn't he want to limit your late night hours? And that's what
Yeah.
was your bread and butter, because it was cops. It
here's
wasn't a troublemaking crowd.
No. And here's the thing, too. Listen, anytime there's alcohol, he's entitled to put in whatever he wants.
can.
to
He's
put
the
in.
landlord.
That's the
That's
landlord. He
stupid.
owns it.
Right.
And listen, if he doesn't want a Cheers like bar open late, so be it. But it stands in the thing. They've lowered the rent now to $17,000. It's completely empty.
So that's the way.
It's less than I'm
Let's
paying.
do the math. 3
Yeah.
years, 36 months, and you
And
were
put me
willing to
at
go
20.
to 20 or
I would
25.
24,000.
Yeah,
Put
and
24.
that's a quick. I don't know what it is, but it's close
It's
to
$1 million.
$1 million. Well,
Yeah.
whatever it is, it's a lot.
But
of
if you
can't
cash.
agree
own
with
$3
that.
million worth of real estate, if you have 3 million square
Square feet.
of real
Yeah,
estate,
it was more than that.
well, it's my 3,500 square feet
No.
to him. That's like
Well, that's the problem. Is he
like
didn't care.
$100.
He didn't
Okay,
care.
his
Yeah.
$1 million to him. So I got my restaurant news recently, and it said 97% of operators rent.
Right.
Used to be,
they can't even try to own.
Well, they're doing it with houses. They
Yeah.
call it live local, and you're going to go in with workforce house,
workforce housing,
affordable living.
You're never getting
you can
equity.
lease your car. Here I am, that same house.
How about those 50-year mortgages?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, those 50-year mortgages.
Basically,
You got
indentured servitude
Yeah,
for life.
well,
You never
that's
have
what
a
this
shot
is
of
too.
owning-
Because here's the thing:
Yeah.
during the course of my career, and keep it in mind, I was there for 30 years. I had a buyer come in for considerable money.
Right.
He wrote this beautiful, eloquent letter about how great I was, and I had a chef's training, and what an asset I was to the plaza, and everything else, and that he didn't think this guy was ready to come in, and blah blah blah. The guy was a very competent guy. So it's a non-assignable lease unless he gives you the okay. So if you want to talk about indentured servitude, that's it right there. That's why you're going to be seeing. I hear Wendy's is giving back places. Places are going back.
Oh
They're
no!
just giving the
Look at
landlord.
all these Burger Kings that just closed
Yeah,
down.
they're-
They don't want to even.
They don't even want to
it.
deal with it. They're just saying, "Hey, listen, thank you very much." So it's not just him. In fairness to him, it's every landlord situation. And here's the funniest thing: they own that plaza since '76 for 50 some years. Go look at the state; it floods like crazy.
Yeah.
It does. Poor lighting. My feeling is that all this property is being deprived and depressed, so you can knock it down and go up, and you can.
Well,
get
that's
the
supposed to
government
what it
to
is.
give
That
you more
usually,
money.
I think, is the
Yeah,
end
the
game.
government
That's
gives
the
you.
move.
Yeah,
But he's still bringing in.
You can
the
write it
tenant.
off.
Whatever. The bottom line is, you're here. Let's move forward. But it is nice to still be remembered. A lot of people chiming in about all the great memories they have.
I do very well here.
Yeah.
And the only reason I do well and have a $9.99 lunch, which is actually extraordinary.
Which
Yes.
is insane
And
in
I'm
this
doing a
day
great,
and age.
I'm doing an 80-20 burger.
And you have like a
with
rib basket as one
yeah,
of
I
the
have
lunches.
I use
Let
baby back ribs with fries.
And
You want to
got-
expound on that?
Yeah, no, you've got the
Let's
the
expound
wings.
on a
Here we go.
positive
Here's
part.
the
There we go.
$9.99 lunch menu that you've been offering again
Mhm.
because you are, you want to help people out. A lot of people are struggling.
I'm a
these
working
days.
class guy.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
if it means helping them out. I just feel the market is what's going on in America right now.
Pulled pork sandwich, burger with fries, cheese flatbread, lunch rib basket, or 5 naked wings
With
a
fries.
hot sauce and fries. $9.99. I wonder about this, Pat. You've got those golden arches right next to you here. Do you ever think about going outside and just waving people down and said, "Don't spend your money on that crappy McRib. You can get a beautiful rib basket here for $9.99."
I think by attrition, one thing I got to comment about Let's Eat South Florida people, and I do troll it, or I do look at it, or I do, I do.
You're a lurker.
We
call it a lurker.
You're not
I'm a
troll. You
lurker.
don't troll.
I befriended
view.
nobody. I just read what they have to say because
Yeah, it's smart.
I have to say, your listening audience, because of the way that the advent of these cooking shows and these chefs and this AI and this online recipes and so many people that you have educated palates like chefs. I got to give it to them.
Yeah.
Very intelligent people, know their food, appreciate good food. If you're
They've got
you're
more
in a
savvy.
rush,
Yeah.
you're in a rush and you want to eat something like McDonald's, then you eat McDonald's. But if you have time, keep it in mind, I defined myself as shenanigans sports pub.
Right.
Okay. There's sports on TV, there's things on TV, there's action, but you need 30 minutes to come in. Everything's cooked from scratch.
Well, why not? You sit down, you have a beer, you see
Yeah.
Riley at the
Right,
bar here,
right,
and
right.
who wants to leave that quickly?
Exactly.
But you
Right.
just want to kind of shoot the breeze, have yourself a
Well,
nice
you won't
draft
get
beer.
you won't get this with
No,
all
look at
that.
this.
You know how much iceberg lettuce and those beefsteak tomatoes, pickle, all that. Good
all these
cheese,
components
all
cost
these
money. Yeah. And
So I wanted to put something on a plate a little better than the average bear. Okay.
by the way, I love your burgers. I want to dive in on that now.
Go ahead, get it before it
Lubie,
gets cold. Take it.
you have great food. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
get to it in a minute.
Thank you. Thank
But we've got ourselves a classic cheeseburger, cheddar burger, and I like the grilled onions here, and it comes fully dressed with
you. You
the
know,
pasta
at the
salad
square
and the fries.
right? And at the square footage of the way I ran that West Side with 2 pool tables and a fun area and laid back sort of atmosphere of a gastro pub, watering hole sports pub.
Mhm.
You can't do it at these prices now. You
Mm.
have to utilize every square foot to make a living.
Yeah.
That's it. That's why That's why you're going to see less and less of those places.
The mom and pops are dying unless you own the dirt, which is why places like our friends at Tropical Acres, they own the dirt. You own the dirt. It allows you to still have some flexibility in terms of pricing, affordability, all these buzzwords that are going around now. But the main attraction here, of course, great atmosphere, great sports. You know, if you want to watch a sports game,
people say,
but the food.
Yeah.
And today, you know, you got this turkey melt special. We're getting in the Thanksgiving spirit. And, you know, talking about Thanksgiving dinner here, I know you used to also offer Thanksgiving dinners as your lunch special or Thanksgiving lunch.
I still do.
Or a turkey lunch.
Okay, and what had happened is turkey, when it's fresh, no hormones, no steroids, no preservative, turkey goes bad in a day.
Right.
Okay.
So you got to move it.
I have to move it. So here we are. It's on a Wednesday, and we're featuring turkey.
Right. And you used to do
and I used to do it every Wednesday.
A platter with the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And my mom, rest in peace, she loved that. I would come in here occasionally and pick that up.
Well, we brought it back. There's been a huge now if you want to talk about the next thing, if you want to talk about Cisco, U.S. Foods,
what
Cheney
I
Brothers,
do is take a bite of this turkey first, and then.
So you know we're in this inflationary time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these purveyors, these distributors are making billions. Mm-hmm. That's where it is. It's not the farmer.
No,
the farmer's not getting this money.
They're struggling.
They're killing it. These companies are killing it. Look up U.S. Foods. Look up Cisco Foods. Look up Performance Foods. And those are the three big
consolidation. So there's less local purveyors. They all get gobbled up.
Yep.
And
so I get in my truck and I drive to the produce market on Wiley and US 1 and I buy fresh produce.
You do. You get tomatoes.
I get the tomatoes. I get what I need there. I try to source. I'm featuring right now because right out front is lobster season. I have a split roasted lobster for $15.99. You can't buy
Florida spiny lobster.
Florida spiny lobster. I source local fish. I source all my local stuff I can. And this is the way it is. And that's a real turkey. That's real turkey.
Fresh roasted turkey.
Yeah, that's fresh roasted
off
turkey.
The frame.
Right.
It's like not the processed stuff that you see at markets. That's so good. And you can taste the difference.
When you do fresh fish, like you were just saying, and we've had the mahi sandwich. I felt like trying the mahi tacos. These are fantastic.
Oh, good.
These are really good.
Again, friends don't
make our
friends eat
listen, we
fish.
basically make everything here from scratch, right down to the salsa. Everything there on that plate is made from scratch. Okay,
it looks great.
The only thing that I will tell you that we do love, we use Ken's dressing. Ken's salad dressing.
Ken's is good
because I tried messing around with it and I couldn't perfect.
If you can find a good product that works, again, those dressings.
Hey, my family, I didn't have opportunity. I had to work late, but they did go try Elvis last night.
We were there last week. Elvis
they were there last night.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't understand why it was named Elvis.
The owner is named Elvis.
Oh, okay.
He's a guy he's a young go-getter. He grew up in Coral Springs. And he went to school there at Stoneman Douglas. He now has 2 catering firms that are just killing it. He told us the story last week on the show. He started with $500 in his pocket. He now owns that place, Levon, that used to be a kosher catering hall, but it's no longer a kosher. He does all these weddings there, and he's been doing so well at that. He just wanted to open a restaurant just to bring some added aggravation to his life. So,
well, listen, my family grew up in the restaurant, and my wife and I have been together 26 years, and they gave a very positive review. My brother-in-law had a veal chop Bolognese. He said it was delicious.
They call it the elephant ear veal chop.
Yeah,
he had that nice. My
wife had a shrimp dish, and it was top quality shrimp.
I'm glad that they enjoyed it.
Yeah, so this does work. The folks on Let's Eat South Florida.
That's funny.
There's people that need an opportunity, and here this guy's out there.
So Elvis is a young hustler,
right?
And he struck up a friendship with this great Italian chef, Manuela, who used to own and operate in Hollywood, Il Posto. And then she went to La Perla de Pompano. But then Elvis met her one time at a restaurant depot, and he was in a pinch. He needed a lasagna for a catering thing the next day, and she was like, I got you. I'll make you a lasagna. And she did that.
Incredible, right?
And then he became a big fan of hers and went to La Perla a lot. And then when they sold that, he recruited Manuela.
Okay.
Yeah, he recruited Manuela to come on board as the executive chef.
She's doing a good job.
She's fantastic.
And she's making butter from scratch. She's making her pizza.
No, everything's scratch.
Continuing the theme, the only way it works is because Elvis knows the landlord from I guess one of the
Mineo's.
places.
Mineo's
Well,
or
yeah,
something.
Mineo's
Yeah.
was the place, and the landlord told him, "Hey, it's coming open. Elvis, you want in? I got this for you at a reasonable rate." Because I guess he also
He's
is
the
the
landlord
landlord
for
for
the catering and
one of the
stuff.
catering firms. And so the landlord wants him to succeed, and that's a big part of the whole game. But I'm glad they're doing well.
Yep.
Getting back
you
to
were the one that said that you were the table setter.
Oh.
That you mentioned it. I think they should hear this. And my family went, and we're always looking to support a small
And that-
independent
that's great.
operator.
that's what I tried to do.
Hey,
There's
listen,
too many
I-
chains.
Yeah.
North
I like
Italia.
Capital Grill. I like this one. I like that one. But for the most part, I do, and I do appreciate when I see a Runway 84. I mean, Anthony there.
Oh,
I
Anthony,
mean, come
God
on.
bless. I mean,
Yeah.
but what
or
offends
Cafe
me,
Seville with Joey.
I understand if you're in Wichita, Kansas, or in the middle of Nebraska, and there's a Carrabba's or an Olive Garden. But here,
Do you really
this-
understand Olive Garden?
okay,
Be hon-
no, let's not get into it.
In Midwest.
I understand people when they are
Carrabba's.
pressed
Yeah,
for
they're in the
options.
Midwest.
What I
And they
don't
have
understand.
children.
What I don't understand is here in an
Here.
area where you do have a
We have
lot of great mom and pop
Yep.
Italians that are also reasonably priced. But then you see like North Italia's opening, which is a part of, I think, one of the big chains, and another place just opened also, Moderna Cucina in somewhere in Fort Lauderdale, and like right around the corner you got Reno and Heritage, and you've got Cafe Vico and things that are
Well said. I agree.
I always go with the local, and I'm glad that you found your way into Elvis.
Yeah, they
And
do a great
Manuel are
job.
doing a great job.
Next week's Tropical Lakers. We go around supporting
nice.
people.
There you go.
Yeah, we
And
go
it's
around.
like he's doing live
Antonio's
spots
Pizza.
for all the other
Yeah.
sponsors. That's great. We just signed Elvis up. He was great. We got
Oh,
him
you
there.
did sign him up.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, he was fun. We were
Well,
there.
yeah,
We were
Make
there.
him listen to this.
They are now official, Lunchbox.
We had a party.
supporters.
They had a party of 9 last night.
Oh,
there.
wow.
They were the only
Great.
people there at first, and
And-
then it got busier later.
Yeah.
And like
6:30
Elvis is
reservation.
learning at the foot of Manuela in terms of
Yep.
making some of the, because he's a cook and a chef himself. But Manuela has that old world touch. She makes a spaghetti carbonara that is unbelievable,
One of my
like
favorites.
the old fashioned way.
Mhm.
They got great food.
Real pancetta.
You've got great food, and I got to sing your praises because you sent me something somebody posted on one of the other, I guess, review sites, and a gentleman was just saying incredible food.
Mhm.
Yep.
But it's still a bar.
Yeah.
He says, don't go on a Sunday and expect it to be quiet because it
No,
is a
no.
football crowd.
Yeah, he's kind of forewarning because a lot of people, if you're looking for, I saw that whole article about noise.
Right.
Well, you don't go to a sports bar.
Right.
Okay,
duh,
we're a
yeah.
sports bar. A
Context.
sports bar. We have low seats.
Everything is context.
Yeah. If you're looking for a nice, intimate evening, I saw who I love, Tom, with them up at Daniel. Someone was talking
Yeah.
about it was crowded. It was this. It was that. It was noisy. My favorite place, which he fashioned it about, was George Mayo's original Bistro Mezzaluna.
Oh, yeah. I used to be in there all the time.
When you're married 26 years, I don't want to just be sequestered in an intimate booth and hear how
You mean
maybe
you're not
was
like
gambling a little
you're not
too much.
gazingly like
Maybe
gazing?
why
love you.
a bird, a leopard will always go after another leopard. So when I said that about we like to gamble, I have this tendency too, and I get chastised on a regular basis.
By the way, did
for-
you go to the Sting concert, or were you
I
there for the
was-
night that it got canceled?
Okay, here's the funniest thing.
Because I know you got a lot
we're
of
on
those
football.
concerts.
No, we're on a Friday night football run.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
right,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we didn't talk
We didn't
about
talk- we
Shouts
gotta-
out
wait,
Winter
Edison.
States.
Yeah,
All right, let's
yeah.
call
States coming
time
up.
We're on
out.
our way to
We got to
States.
do our first break. But just to wrap up the quality of the food here, because this guy, Rich Miami, was saying it's incredible food. He goes, it's incredible that they consistently maintain such a high level of food quality. Everything I've ever eaten there is great.
Yep.
Not decent or not terrible.
And I heard,
But
someone told me he's an influencer with a
He
bunch of reviews.
But
There
he
you go.
says, I don't know of any other place to go that I can expect that. They've had locations since the early 90s. This is one of my staples. And no, I don't watch sports and I don't drink. I go there for the quality food.
Yeah, the food. Yep.
And I am downing this
Oh, the turkey
turkey
melt's
melt
fantastic.
is great.
Well,
The burger is classic. The wings, we don't have it in front of us, but that's also one of my
You
go-tos.
know, another thing about being the owner, operator, and owning the dirt, I'm the fat kid with the football. You know that, right? I'm quarterback.
yeah.
So this type of guy who doesn't like sports, he doesn't like this, he doesn't drink,
Yep.
but he still makes his way here to have good food.
Yep.
I consider that a super compliment.
Yeah.
Because when you're talking about the watering hole out west, in not to say anything, I don't think people that just love food would be comfortable in that atmosphere. We had pool tables going. We had the jukebox rapping. We had people drinking and, women walking
It had
around.
character.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of fights in there outside.
Yeah. I gotta admit, it's like
It was
But it wasn't
a
Hollywood.
pool,
right? Like-
were we on the subject of ex-wives and their au gratin potato? Au gratin. If you mention that au gratin one more time,
I'm done.
gonna
Well, that
dump
was
it.
like a thing.
I'm
I'm
done.
jumping
missing-
it on.
I'm missing that.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
all the
that's how I
holidays. I love all the food that everybody prepares. I'm trying to be.
But there was something about those au gratins.
All right.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh,
I'm
God.
trying- yeah.
Here, let me get
I'm
this
here.
fork out so you
Yeah.
can just stick
Damn
it in
your
it.
there.
ass.
Yeah. By the way, you're looking pretty slim and trim.
Thank you. I
So,
did hit
yeah.
the gym this
He's
morning.
working on it.
I'm
Florida
still on
State
the big
shirt.
O's.
You know, off Matthew's school, you're getting a kid named Jason Lopez, number
Okay.
Oh
7.
no, he's great. He's
From Chaminade?
Yeah,
He's a
and
basketball and a football
guy.
player. He's
Yeah.
legit. No, he's
He's
legit. that kid.
legit. You're getting a
Oh, he
real.
plays with your son. I forget.
Yeah, he
with your
plays
son.
with my son.
Let's see.
And we're on our way. We're going to play Edison this week,
Oh.
and then we have 2 more games leading to the state championship.
Right. And
We-
we should be in the state title game.
But
right?
these are playoffs.
Favorite
Right?
team.
We're in
hopefully.
playoffs.
All right,
Right?
so-
We're in
Hey,
playoffs.
you never know. Edison's a stacked team.
No,
And
Edison's
we're
legit.
gonna talk about Matthew and senior night and his future because it's great. I love enjoy every minute of it because it goes by so fast. But,
Right.
let's take the first break, Lubie. Before we do, a quick word about our other newest sponsor, Norman Love Confections. I don't know if you've heard about these guys, but if you like quality artisanal chocolates,
I
Norman
do.
Love.
I lost Jimmy's.
Oh
I
well,
lost
Jimmy's
Jimmy's
used to be
chocolate,
here,
yeah.
but now
Yeah.
Norman Love started on the west coast of Florida. There's actually a guy named Norman Love who is a chocolatier,
Okay.
and they opened 2 locations in South Florida last year, one in Delray Beach and one in Boca Raton. And we're going to be doing a show at the Delray Beach location this Monday because we're getting in the holiday spirit. They have some great, fantastic holiday-themed chocolates that makes a great gift. They have all kinds of boxes and different sizes, however much you want to spend.
I love good chocolate.
And again, you can see it, the pretty little jewels. They have holiday flavors for Christmas, like eggnog and candy cane.
Wow.
They have Hanukkah flavors, like the black and white cookie, and also that.
Well, I like this. There's the cinnamon
Sufak
rugelach.
Gudno- the cinnamon rugelach chocolate.
Oh,
and they
that would.
all have,
Oh, you
they
had
have
to
look
mention
at these.
that.
They're
cinnamon
little.
rugelach.
They look like little jewels. Too precious to eat, but then you eat one and you can't stop.
Exactly.
They are also online at NormanLoveConfections.com.
You won't forget that name.
Norman Love.
Norman and Love.
Norman
Exactly.
loves chocolate. Norman
It's
Love
like military.
Confections.
It's like
Yeah.
military intelligence.
Yes.
Norman and Love. Okay. I got you.
NormanLoveConfections.com.
Norman loves confection. Okay.
NormanLoveConfections.com is the website where you could order your gifts, or better yet, go into their, they call them dessert salons. And because when you walk in there, it'll be like, you're transfixed by all the pretty chocolates, and then you'll eat some, and then you
That's
buy
fantastic.
some.
The chocolates
It's
are
great. All right, let's take the first break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit of high school sports,
Wow.
and you're proud, you're proud papa of your
proud.
son.
I'll make it quick.
Matthew is really turned into quite the player.
Well, no, you know what? I wouldn't say turn into quite the player. What I would say that he's a product of Coach Jones. Damian Jones is at, there's such a higher skill set. He's fortunate to be on the team as a contributor with the players that are there. They got Derek Cooper, number 1 running back in the country.
Yep.
They have some guys there that just are amazing. Okay.
That's good. All right. Well, enjoy that. Let's take the break. We'll come back. We'll talk more about whatever Pat wants to talk about because he's in a feisty mood. I'm feisty about something too. I have a story. I'm pissed at my daughter's apartment complex, but we'll get to that after these words.
Okay.
A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years. Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. We're back. My mouth is full
Yes, I tried to
of
tell you that.
delicious food here
Wow.
at Shenanigans. I am just chowing down on this burger, this turkey melt. This turkey melt is one of the deli lunch specials, $13.99. Again, Pat, you are doing it for the people.
When I told Pat off air, but I wanted to say it
You
on the
see
show.
this chicken soup that he makes daily?
Beautiful.
Look
And
how
we
hearty
have
it is.
clam
Chunks of
chowder.
chicken.
It's
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
and hearty.
We have a really nice everyday chicken soup.
Well, and in line with the compliment that Pat got that he shared with you, that you shared here, it's interesting because I saw the rice and the beans, and look, I've already had some of this sandwich. I had some of that. I've been eating the fries. I love crinkle cut fries. That I don't have that much room already, but I'm like, look, they have rice and beans. I got to at least try it.
I love this pasta salad.
They do a nice job with it. I'm like, I got to at least try it. And then I just went to take a bite, and I'm like, oh crap, it's really good. I'm like, this rice and beans is really like you don't have to add anything to it. It's really flavorful, and I pounded it because it was really good.
And you said you put saffron in the rice?
You can taste
we have yellow rice with a little saffron thrown in there, a little saffron.
Saffron is not an inexpensive
ingredient.
No,
it's expensive. No. It's expensive. In Morocco, it's like a huge thing. Like we bought saffron.
And this is those little touches that you do pride yourself because you come from that fine dining background. Yep. So,
listen. And here's what I got to say. My body of work speaks for itself. It's 33 years. I ran 2 places for 15, simultaneously. Right. And one was a world-class watering hole. And I pulled this out of the most depressed. This piece of property was probably one of the most depressed properties on the US 1 corridor. And I'm now here 18 years later. So this corridor is getting developed. People are moving in. High rises are coming in. Now we're going to have a huge New York invasion because I'm getting inquiries all the time from people that
we'll see how that shakes out.
But I think it's going to shake out more than okay.
I mean, it's fine.
Don't believe
people. We need people here.
Did you see that article I sent you about the New York Times? Or you sent me?
Well, not only that, but I saw a meme. I didn't send it to you, but it had a big picture of the mayor-elect of New York, Zoran, and it said, Florida Realtor of the Year.
Yeah.
yeah. No, he is. For sure.
The real estate people think he's going to be just sending people down
before we left said she's getting calls. And again, I'm a real estate agent, so we wouldn't use another agent because she said she would want my commission.
This guy has his real estate license.
But she was like, well, just in the vein of Pat, like to have when people want to buy houses, I'd rather me be the guy to help them than because real estate agents suck. Like they just do. They're not good at communication. They lie about everything. They don't care about what you want. They do everything to sell their properties, and it got annoying. So, she's been hounded by calls, and I'm like, we're not selling. She's like, yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm like, I think it's a New York thing. Like there supposedly is this fear with Mamdani that the New Yorkers are going to run. Like the New Yorkers are running down.
They are running.
So it's already. So it has started. Okay.
I got to tell you this because Christine and I 2 weeks ago had the opportunity to go to a beautiful country club resort property called Belgrove at West Palm Beach.
Oh wow! Okay.
We were only a few minutes from Okeechobee Steakhouse, which also is sort of like me with the barbecue. He has a seafood place behind. All right, so it's like a mainstay, delicious, old school. Like Tropical Acres.
No, it's like a legendary place. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, it is. Built in 1941. Yeah. Anyway, to make a long story short, the hotel property was overrun with people from Deal, New Jersey, Staten Island, New York City. You went, I got there, and I'm like, what is going on? This is like golf carts and thing. Villas starting at $1.9 million.
Oh wow!
Okay,
and they're selling
$350,000 to join the country club. So what? Maybe it's not their primary residence, but Stephen Ross. If you look at what's going on with Related Group up in West Palm Beach, from Pompano, from the Waldorf Astoria Experience, where my wife's best good friend Maria works, on up. It's exploding.
Really?
It's exploding.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Maybe it's a combination of baby boomers.
I think to the south, they're struggling a bit in Miami proper. Yeah, too many restaurants and too many people who are not coming back to the winter this year.
Miami is real close to the United States. I was yesterday. I was down on 40th yesterday. I had lunch with my lawyer at Michael's Genuine on 40th.
Oh, I like that place. Was it good or not your style?
I go there regular with him, and I like it.
Michael Schwartz is a great guy.
Yeah, and it's informal dining.
Yep.
And then you got Sophia on the block over with Louis Vuitton and all that high dollar stuff. And then you have Joel Altier. Is that the best way to pronounce it on 41st?
Which one?
The high end. He has several places. He's passed now. Vegas.
Joel Robuchon.
L'Atelier de happens Joel to be the only 2-star Michelin place.
I still haven't been there.
Oh, you got. Yeah. Oh, listen. You got to sit at the bar, make reservations for the bar, and get their. In your case, without wine pairing menu, I do without it. It's my if you really they talk surf club, this one, that one. That's my favorite from a foodie background.
Have you ever been to LPM Le Petite Maison downtown? I like that place too. I think their food is pretty good.
can't believe you haven't been to this one. You got to make an
I know. Sometimes
but you got to sit at the bar. You got to interact with people.
And there's a downstairs. Isn't there like a place called the Le Jardiniere?
Yeah.
And then there's the Atelier is the tasting menu place.
I go right upstairs to the tasting menu.
That's the kind of guy you are.
Yeah. How about, hey, listen, who would ever think this pub owner would pulling up in a pickup truck in Valet Park and that's where my attorney's down there.
It's still a great country. Unfortunately, I no longer have a Sun Sentinel Company credit card, so those 2-star meals.
I'll take you. You can listen. We have to come up. We're only a parlay away.
Yeah, well,
we're only a trifecta.
That's right.
Yeah, two tips. Maybe this tip
I got 2 tips in today. Thank you to Todd Cusaro. Last week's tip came in. I made money. I said I wasn't going to be betting on horses between the Breeders' Cup and the opening of the Gulfstream Winter.
Liar.
Liar. Well, if somebody gives me a tip and the horse goes off at 9-1, what am I going to do? I plunged on it and I won it. And it was finally that one tip that came in. And then another friend.
Ultimate respect. I can remember a guy saying to me one time, it's funny you mentioned 9-1.
Yeah.
And they're like, Patty, you had a 9-1 horse on top with the whole field. Yes, 50 cents all the way across. So if you get that 9, that's the number 9.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the breakout is. Then you sit there and you say to yourself, if you have it comboed with everything.
I did all kinds of pick 4s, pick 3s, pick 5s.
Yeah.
Using today's horses, I got 2 of them. So I'm doing a, single.
All right, we got to go home. Let's knock off this show.
All right. Well, no, I'm giving it to you, and we can watch it right on the phone. It's great. It's the Aqueduct 7th race is the number 4 horse, and the 8th race, number 2. I'm giving it out, people. Don't drive down the odds too much.
Exactly.
Let's get back again. Your son Matthew.
Well, not just him. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this area.
The Yiddish word is kvelling, where you beam
lauding
with
praise
pride.
on your children.
Beam with pride.
I got to say that I am.
Yeah,
yes, I really am.
And football's a tough sport, but this is
he's a tough kid.
Upper echelon program, and he has actually made his way onto the team, and now he's getting some scholarship offers.
Well, last game he played 3/4 of the game. He's not a starter.
He's not.
He's back up to 2 guys that are 5-star recruits. Yeah. One going to UM, one going to Oregon. Okay. So he's a contributor. Plays all special teams. He likes the game. He likes the physicality. But what I really appreciate being under the Chaminade guys and him being there, that they embrace this kid from the neighborhood. These guys are much, much better players. When they used to say back in the day, like Serena Williams or you had Tiger Woods, put a golf club in that kid's hand, put a tennis racket in this kid's hand. Well, let's just be candid with it. In the lower income bracket, no matter who you are, white, black, Spanish, no matter, football is the game.
Yeah.
And it starts at 5 years old.
It's the way out.
Yeah. Matthew never put on a football pad or helmet till he got to Chaminade in 9th grade.
Really?
What did Christine think?
Oh, that's impressive.
She cried for 45 minutes thinking her baby.
So wait, he chose in high school to start playing football?
Yes.
At Chaminade.
Yeah, at Chaminade.
They were already great by then.
Yeah, come on, Dave. If you look them up, I think in the last
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they have 4 straight state championships,
when they've hit
which he got one last.
Well, 20, like you said, when they had Beeson 20 years ago, they had a nice little run.
Yeah.
And then the last, I guess, when
it's
this
funny
coach
you
came.
mention that. I'm going to have both sons on the field. So I have my oldest son, Patrick,
he played,
from the 2003
they were great
state championship.
The early 2000s.
Beeson was on it in 2002. So with that was Coach Guandola. So he's going to be on the field at halftime. They're honoring 2003, 2005.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to have a son 20 years younger, his half brother, that's going to be playing his heart out. And it's going to be quite a moment for the old man.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but the last 5-6 years, Chaminade's become one of the best programs in the country, year in, year out. Like you lose a Jeremiah Smith, and then next year you were contending for a national title.
Speaking about Jeremiah Smith, I mean, how about Ohio State? They look like so far above the rest of the field.
Why are we playing?
And he toys like Jeremiah Smith is such a talent. Like I think not since Michael Irvin, or I don't know.
No, I would say
Julio
Jones, Calvin Johnson are the guys I compare to.
Yeah.
Randy Moss, like guys that are just not human beings.
He was on the JV team, and he goes, let's go to a varsity game. And he had CJ Bailey, who is tall, slim player.
That's a quarterback for NC State.
Yeah, NC State. And he was airing the ball out. I was watching him making one-hand catches. I'm like, this is a man among kids. He was so good.
He was like a junior or sophomore, and it was like stupid.
Yeah. Like it was stupid. He was stupid good. He's a prodigy.
Well, what's interesting about him is you don't
be a top
but he
5
supposedly
recruit.
takes it very seriously.
Yeah.
He loves football, and you never hear him ever. Like he doesn't. He's not a
He's not a
braggadocious
talker.
dude.
No,
He's not.
no.
Like he's a very serious guy. Like, but it's the Chaminade program is they've taken the mantle where they're like right there with St. Thomas or right there with American Heritage. And a lot of times they're better than both of them the last few years.
Diabell is a 5-star recruit.
Diabell is the quarterback.
Diabell.
Texas is going to take him. Number 1 quarterback in the country.
So we went against them at American Heritage. We play everybody else.
Right.
So we went up to American Heritage.
Yeah, you don't duck anybody.
No,
St. Thomas,
we play them.
Heritage.
Yeah, we play four. We go at it. And we played them on. They stopped them. We were on the 1 yard line. We stopped Bell 4 times.
Jesus.
After that, he said he had a small injury he wanted to take care of. He quit the team, and he has NIL money. And
he's
for
not
whatever
playing.
reason,
He did the Texas thing.
That
He's
was
not
it.
playing.
So he's not playing. We went all the way to St. Thomas. We beat them last year, the first time in 43 years of playing us.
Jesus.
And we hung in there and lost by 6 at their field. I don't want to talk about penalties. It was extraordinary. Extraordinary.
St. Thomas,
yeah, we were in St. Thomas.
Just like the Patriots.
Yeah, we played at Foxborough or whatever, the Gillette Stadium.
Exactly.
So we played New England in New England, and we missed 2 field goals, and we still lost by
impressive.
6. So those are we had one to St. Francis. I think they're number 1.
No, the national team. That's what out of Maryland or whatever.
Yeah, that's
that
one
team's
from
insane.
Baltimore.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we take on all teams, all categories, 7A on down.
And it's great. You had the senior night the other night. You walk on the field, you take the pictures.
It's been exciting.
It's good. And
my wife enjoys it more than anybody.
Well, that's great. So
and
just
I'm
come around.
glad that and you'll see where it takes them. You know,
Yeah.
Being
get
a scholarship's a huge thing, man.
Yeah.
Like people don't realize
We
that.
there's a category called FCS. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Division
It's
2.
right under Division 1.
Yep.
It's not Division 2. It's like the
I know, they
secondary.
don't
call
they
it
don't
one
have
double A.
They call it's like
one
one double A.
one double A.
And it's Princeton, Harvard, Stetson is somebody he's
Nice.
considering.
Okay.
Stetson is a great school.
That's a good
Yeah,
school.
it is.
Val's daughter went there.
Yeah,
it's
very
in
nice
Central
school.
Florida.
Yeah.
All right, let's take our second break. Before we do,
Okay.
we got to talk about the upcoming Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. Less than 2 months away.
That's
I
crazy.
can't believe it. We're already going to be
And it's a great one.
into the
It's
holidays.
a lot of fun.
Already 2026, January 19th through the 25th of 2026. Go online now to vlfoodwine.com and get your tickets today. You've got the big events like the grand tasting on Saturday, January 24th. VIP sold out. GA tickets going fast. Get them today if you want to go to that grand tasting. Great event out on the beach there, A1A in Las Olas. Then you have a barbecue battle on Friday night, Asian themed walk and roll on Thursday night. You've got all these intimate dinners, some seminars, classes. Our friend Roberto from Union Kitchen is going to be conducting a sparkling wine seminar. You learn a little bit about some of the intricacies of different wines. There's going to be a pasta making class, a pizza making class.
Whatever you
Go
want.
online, vlfoodwine.com. A lot of those dinners are sold out already. So check out what is still available. Our friends at Even Keel Fish Shack, they're getting back together with their old mentor, Dean James Max, and Pushkar Marath, who's been honored by James Beard. They all used to work together at the Harbor Beach Marriott 3030. I don't know if you ever went in that place.
All the time. Yeah. That's where I first found out about Benton ham.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they love
still
Benton
use
bacon.
the Benton
You want
bacon.
Loves
I didn't
Benton
want
bacon.
when you mentioned the carbonara.
Yeah.
And I don't say everything that was there, but they put Benton ham in with a clams.
Well, it even can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do
do.
it
the-
with
They went
clams?
ahead.
Yeah.
They went head to head with Louisiana. Remember they had
Yeah.
a competition.
Yeah,
and they
Benton's
won.
Is from
They do
Tennessee.
linguine with clams. and they
Linguine
put
carbonara
Benton
with
bacon in
clams
it.
with the Benton ham. And
Benton ham.
again,
amazing.
Brad and Dave, great chefs.
Yeah, it's great.
They're going to be having a festival dinner. Go online,
How does a
vlfoodwine.com.
sports
Get
pub
your
owner
tickets.
know this stuff?
Because
Because you're a lot more
are a
than
man
that.
of refined tastes.
You're a lot
and
more.
you're
Benton ham. I
and-
order it all the time.
No,
I
and you're-
order it for the
No,
house.
you know your food, and this
Yeah.
is why we also get along, because we exchange
Yes.
notes. And sometimes I'll tell you about a place. Sometimes
There's
you tell
ham
me
and then
about a
there's
place.
Benton ham.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like another
And
level.
then you know what
another
they
level.
use for the carbonara over at Elvis,
What?
because
Head cheddar?
Manuela is
She's like real
true
real.
Italian. Guanciale, the
They use
real,
guanciale
the
straight
real
up.
pork
The
jowl,
jowl.
the
Yeah.
jowl.
Pork jowl.
And
Now
it's
I
great.
gotta go there.
It's ridiculous.
You gotta get that
It's
dish
ridiculous.
there.
That's my
She
favorite.
makes it fresh. The eggs don't scramble. She has
It's
the
like
perfect
creamy
technique.
without cream.
It's so good.
Oh my God.
But anyways,
vlfoodwine.com. Get your tickets today. We'll see you there. All right, let's take the second break. We'll come back and a couple of more notes. And I've got to rail against the people at Renegade Tallahassee. $25 charge that I found on a they sent to me this morning.
On what? Somebody speeding?
For nothing.
They said it was because they improperly left trash outside her apartment. It's a 3-bedroom apartment. She has 2 roommates. There's a common, a door out front. They sent me pictures. You know what it was that was the offending item? There were 2 offending items. One of them.
I would say something, but
Nah.
My mind will go there, but I won't say it.
Monday was my daughter's 20th birthday.
Uh-huh.
Her mom sent her a cake from Publix that was delivered by Instacart. The Publix cake was sitting outside her door for an hour or 2 while she was out in the morning. They took a picture of it and claimed that they threw out garbage,
trash.
But it was actually a birthday cake sent to her for her birthday that she brought inside and ate later in the day.
That sometimes
and $25 fine that they assessed to not just my daughter, but the other 2 roommates. $75 for a piece of trash that wasn't a piece of trash. And
this
then
is called that Karen thing that everybody's yelling about.
Am I being a Karen?
No, that the people that did this, they're called Karens.
Well, nobody reported her. The facility, the apartment itself goes around taking pictures, and then they say, and there was also an empty Taco Bell bag that somebody else left outside their door because they're right by the elevator. And it's like, now you're getting fined for somebody else leaving a piece of trash outside your door. I am going to protest, and if they actually try to charge me this $25, you know what I'm going to do, Pat?
With the Epstein files going on, I'm sorry, I got to put this in. I don't
want perspective.
No, I got to put this in the right perspective. I can't turn on anything. I mean, we have.
This is an outrage, Pat.
Do you realize that we're
getting fined for
mobilizing NATO troops to go to the Polish border? We are in the middle of a AI takeover.
We're going to be Venezuela. We're going to invade Venezuela.
The Chinese have hacked
Maybe we'll invade Canada.
System. Yeah, we don't like Canadians anymore.
All right, sorry, Lubie.
You go on this tirade somewhere else. I'm not interested.
I'm sorry. On principle, $25.
That's a principle for the guy who.
Let's take the second break, and hopefully my blood pressure will come down after these words.
They take advantage of.
Do you love Italian food? I mean, who doesn't love Italian food? Well, have I got a great new place for you, Elvis Italian Grill. It's at 4261 Griffin Road in Dania Beach, right near State Road 7 and the Hard Rock Casino. It's named for its owner, Elvis, and it has all your favorites, pizzas, pastas, veal chops, fresh fish, lunch specials, happy hour, and has one of my favorite chefs, the wonderful Manuela. There's full bar, great wines, al fresco dining on the deck with a water view. Open for lunch and dinner every day but Monday. For reservations and information, go to ElvisItalianGrill.com. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-face smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligans, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. Shenanigans Sports Pub. It is the place to come if you're into sports, or even if you're not into sports, if you're just into really great food at affordable prices. They're going to be open on Thanksgiving Day. Our friends at Tropical Acres also open for Thanksgiving, but they're fully booked. Yeah. So you
know
can come
what's
in
a bigger
here.
day than Thanksgiving?
Mother's Day?
No. Black Friday,
Black Friday.
afterwards. We got football, baby.
For
sports fans.
We got the 3 o'clock
There's
game.
a ton of college
we
games,
got
too.
Eagles against the Bears.
Yes.
all
Big
these
game. And
rivalry
then
games.
I have a lot of games going on.
And then Saturday is Ohio State, Michigan, which we'll see if Michigan plays spoiler. But on that Friday, Black Friday, again, while the cats are away and the wives are shopping, I don't hate to be sexist, Pat, but I think a lot of people
you know what I got here that's neat that people don't talk about? I have a quality $4 draft and a frosted 16-ounce.
That's amazing.
I know.
Bud Light.
You also have the best Guinness this side of Dublin.
I do.
Yes.
I have a
pour
designated
a proper
nitrogen.
Guinness.
Yep, the shortest draw, which means it has no draw. It goes from the keg straight to your cup. And here, what we're doing is we're taking a quality Irish. Everybody knows Jameson, and it's nothing. It's like everybody knows.
But you got the Tullamore. What is it? Yeah, Tullamore Dew.
So this thing is attached to that. That's $4.
A dew and a brew.
A dew and a brew, and it sells like crazy.
$12.
But more importantly, people are so satisfied. This is the type of people that come here. Okay, I just want, for all the listening audience, this is a sports pub.
And I hate to do it. I think we're over an hour in, so it's some sort of record.
Okay.
What drives people to get a dew and a brew? Miami Dolphins. Let me ask you about.
They won 2 in a row.
I don't know.
I'm still dismayed. You should have seen the hush in this room.
But he had the right idea. He didn't open early. He opened at normal time, just in time to see Mike McDaniel with the team on the verge of kicking a winning, game-leading field goal in the final 90 or 100 seconds. He decides to run it up the gut. Did you watch the game?
I watched the game.
What did you think of that decision?
I'm dismayed. I mean, listen, okay, so I hate to say this, there's football fans and there's football players.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I see what's going on in New England with Kraft and who he got as a quarterback.
They get a good coach. They get a good quarterback.
I don't know how to explain it to people. I see these other teams that are rebounding. The people in Chicago were as bad an ownership group as anyone in the 100%. World, right? I mean, come on. They had Mac there. They couldn't utilize him. I don't know how to explain this to anybody because all I can say is I see Stephen Ross. He seems like a really nice man. He
Very
gave
sharp-
$100 million.
Sharp real estate.
Oh, the
mogul.
sharpest Hudson. Yeah.
Well, Hudson Yards, the stadium. What he's done with the stadium.
And almost, I feel like my 3-year empty place. Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna let them eat cake, Maria Antoinette. I'm staying with this guy. I want to salvage the contract. I'm going to try to salvage
turned into me,
it.
where you've become an active. Like you grew up loving this team, but now you're so betrayed and hurt.
No, I'm not betrayed.
Or you're living the 30,000 feet view, like you're just looking at it from above, saying, okay, whatever.
I don't
happens,
think he realizes
the damage.
No, I don't think he really realizes the impact of what would have been happening. Say New England, you're in New England. Of course, it's a little cool. There's not as many opportunities, but you have that team, and it's performing. That it's it's a playoff caliber team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this team, you open at 9:30 in the morning. Pat puts out a complimentary breakfast, brunch,
right?
Scrambled eggs,
back in the day.
Yes,
when
Bloody
Marino
Marys,
went,
yes. $2 Bloody Marys.
Yeah, you would get people
Tito's
in the door.
Bloody Mary. No, it was packed.
Yeah,
we're cheering,
right.
we're laughing. We have escaped the doldrum of life.
Right.
Okay, we are living. These guys are our heroes. We're I like Ingle. I like the fullback Ingle. I love. There's a rookie kid that we love, Jordan Phillips, that's plugging up the middle. There's a lot of characters there, but I try to relate to McDaniel in his play calling, in his behavior, in the way. Whenever someone tells me a guy's a genius, he's a genius. He comes in the bar. He's the best fighter. He has the most money. He's the best fisherman. He's this. So we have this situation, and we stayed with this Chris Greer doing the tower.
God, get out of here.
I can't tell you. It's like a vacuum.
Yeah,
this has been like a vacuum. Like
but you're a wise man. You decided I'm not going to open early at 9:30. I'm going to open my regular time. And just when you open at the regular time, everybody got to see what the Dolphins eke out a win.
Game.
We tried to give it away.
Right, despite themselves.
Yeah, we tried to give it away.
Some teams win because of all the great things they do, and the Dolphins win in
so
spite
my
of
son
all
makes
the
a prediction. He says they're going to win enough games so it take us out of the draw for a top 5.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't get.
We won't get a top 5. And there's 3 quarterbacks out there that's looming. There's a kid in Indiana that everybody's on, but there's 2 other ones that really feed, that are Heisman candidates that could be in there. So what do we do here? What are we doing?
I guess we just keep drinking our dew.
We had the Detroit coach here, Dan Campbell, and he was our interim coach, and he interviewed, and they didn't want him. And then, of course, what we went through with the defensive coordinator when we won those games. He's out in Minnesota.
But I tell you what we do, Pat. Look, we watch the Panthers, 2-time defending Stanley Cup champion, and they're showing heart and signs of life, even with some of the best players injured.
I grew up. I grew up in this business. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had to kind of celebrate holidays on different days. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, we would do covers on Thanksgiving, 500-600 covers. We'd have a buffet on Easter.
Right.
Christmas Eve, we had to put a big thing out, So we improvised, okay? So we celebrated Christmas
on the 27th.
On the 27th.
You were the one who invented Kwanzaa. Huh?
Yeah, Kwanzaa. we were on this. We were on the Hanukkah thing.
Nice.
Can we have a candle? We put the menorah out front.
Good man.
Yeah, we open up. Okay, and the same thing. So what the Panthers are, no offense to South Floridians over the Dolphins, it's improvised, and also the Marlins did it to us too.
Yes.
Okay. So what are we supposed to say? It's a substitute because we want to have pride in our area.
Right.
That group up there,
I love
the
that
Panthers,
team.
Zito, and the ownership,
they know what they're doing,
and the quality they have, and then what we have here with the Dolphins. Please,
all right. please.
There was a Sizzler Steakhouse back in the day too. You could go. We're like the Sizzler of steakhouses. Okay, remember that when you could go and get a go up there and they
Shenanigans is at a level way above
Top
where the
notch.
Dolphins are playing.
Well, I could not rest on my laurels by saying in 1973, I did in 2018. They did an article. I had 880,000 hits on my black and grilled wings. I got voted the best wings in the state of Florida.
Oh, wow.
You can look it up. Travel Host. I got huge press. But how many years ago was it? 2018.
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
That's a Dolphin.
That's about a reach right there.
Right.
When a guy
50 years.
says 7 years ago. Okay?
Well, let's put it in
marriages
perspective.
have 7 year itch.
You opened your first Shenanigans and closed it, and Dolphins have not been to a Super Bowl since even before you started the first Shenanigans.
My wife and I started our
85.
relationship in '99, and we went to Joe Robbie Stadium back then, and we were sat right up front with dignitaries, Joe Rose, Paul Castronova, all the inner people of seeing the Marino era end, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you, we talk about this 73. Since there was a time that I wouldn't leave here because he was going to play. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to be here all day Sunday. Don't bother me.
Yeah,
I was here.
To watch.
I was here.
Wow.
People met me here. They knew I was here. Now I don't go out of the house.
Yeah.
You hide.
I have his jersey. My son will go, Dad, you going to put on your Merino jersey? I'm not even relevant anymore.
And you say, okay, boomer.
He goes, he's 18. I've never seen him win.
He's never seen a playoff victory.
No, he's never. He really
That's
hasn't.
sad. Well, at least his high school team wins playoff games, so that's something.
I got to give him that. And I told him, don't expect that to go on to your next level. Just because you were a part of this super performing. This might be your glory days.
That's what I say. Enjoy
Friday lights.
You appreciate everything that you have right now, and I appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours, the entire Shenanigans family.
Listen, I want to launch an investigation right away into this group that's up there in FSU that's giving these tickets out, $75 for a cake. And why would your ex-wife deliver a Publix cake when I want to know why you smirking like that? I want to know. There should have been a bet. Come on, it should have been
Val and I
cake.
sent flowers and chocolates, and that somehow made it in without getting any kind of fines.
Did you get them from Norman Love?
No, actually,
the love bug. I like that
because
honey, I'm sending these with love.
I'm so organized, and it was on a Monday, and I was like, "Oh, I tried to do it on a Sunday. You can't do it a day." I had to pay the same day delivery to a floral shop up in Tallahassee. Okay. They threw in a box of chocolates, but again,
see, this is a gambler. This is he's telling us. See what's bothering him, the resentment. He's worried about. We got world disorder going on. We're going to hell in a handbag with everything from Epstein on down. Yeah. He's worried about this, and I'm worried about the public.
I wouldn't say worried.
I want to aggravate him.
I'm annoyed by it. I'm not worried about it. But aggravated. Yeah. It's all right. Anyway, but we leave that aside.
But your aggravation.
We're grateful for everything in our lives.
Mayfield and the Bucks, who try so hard, and they're 6-4. He laid it all out there with the Bills. He tried his hardest.
Well, yeah.
That guy
is
amazing.
Happens as all the rivalry games. Again, it's going to be a great week here next week.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Black Friday, all the big games coming
Tua
up.
might have CTE already.
I think.
I've been watching. He doesn't seem right.
No, he hasn't been right in the
last
year.
I mean, those concussions took some sort of toll on him.
They weren't good.
No.
All right,
they weren't good.
We'll see you next month before Christmas. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, everybody out there. Remember, enjoy every sandwich.
Gotcha.